Okay. So, we're gonna talk about like my favorite topic like ever to talk about. I don't even know why. I'm not even straight. But anyway, bruh, let's talk about 9 BLs that literally changed my life because, bruh, I love BLs. I'm obsessed with BLs actually. And my favorite genre is a megaverse. But anyway, oh, wait a minute. Alrighty, that's the I just wanted to put the open the windows because why not? Anyway, let's start with number one. This love doesn't have long beans. Now I know it's a long title. Well, actually, this love doesn't have long beans. 6 words in the title. I guess it's a long title. But anyway, this love doesn't have long beans. Wait. Before I continue, spoiler alert, because I'm going to be spoiling like all of these shows, talking about them in severe detail. So, if you don't want to get the spoiler, just go in the comment section. No, just go in the description and I'll just list the videos that I did and all that. Y'all can just read up for yourselves, see if y'all want to watch it. You know, look at the synopsis and what happens or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this love doesn't have long beans. It's basically about this influencer. Let's just say top and bottom because that's not too much of the labels, but anyway, I can't remember their names right now. But yeah, the influencer, there's this influencer who's one of the main characters, and he basically like goes to different restaurants, tasting stuff, doing reviews, has a whole bunch of followers and all that and stuff. And then we have this chef who has his own restaurant, his own chefs in the restaurant, does like fine dining. That's what his food looks like. It looks like fine dining. Even the plates and all that, all the dishes and cutlery or whatever is all just fancy and stuff. And one day, the influencer guy comes to the restaurant and tries the food and all that, but Shawty's all filming and being all loud and stuff, talking about the food. And then the chef suddenly comes out to where he is, to the dining place where all the other customers are at, like, you can't be doing this, you can't be filming this, you're making all my other customers uncomfortable or whatever, you're disrupting the place, you need to leave, blah, blah, blah. And then and then the influencer is like, what are you talking about? It's just, whatever, I'm just doing this for my fans, yeah. And the chef kicks him out, blah, blah, blah. And the influencer's all mad and stuff. And then this business owner guy, whatever, first he goes to his friend's house. And then, I don't know how he ends up with his business owner. But this business owner guy is like, talking about, oh, I want to get that, where that restaurant is, I want that land and all that so I can build apartments and stuff. And the influencer guy is like, oh, I'll help you, blah, 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 blah. And then, because he wants the money that the business guy is offering him, which is like, I forgot how much it was. But he was trying to settle for like a lower price. And then his relative was not having that. He was like, nah, you're gonna get your millions of dollars, okay? And then the business guy's like, oh, okay. Then this much up front and this much after. And if you don't, you owe me blah, 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 millions of dollars. And she was like, I ain't doing that, blah, blah, blah. And his friend was like, come on. And then they're like, fine. And so now the influencer guy is undercover trying to win over the land for the business guy. And the chef doesn't know that. Chef just thinks he's a amateur contestant in this competition the chef throws, because he doesn't really want his restaurant anymore. He's tired of cooking, so he wants to hand it over to someone else. And so he makes his restaurant competition, whatever, chef competition, cooking competition, you know what I'm trying to say. And yeah, so now the influencer guy is just in the competition and all that. And slowly they just start liking each other, I guess. See for yourself. It's a good show. It really is. The theme song is one of my top BL OSTs. Definitely. Alrighty. Let's go to number 2. Doing with you, bruh. Y'all be sleeping on light romances. When I tell y'all watch Doing With You, you know what I was thinking? Why do I keep watching dark romances when there's Doing With You? Like, what? Make it make sense. Like all the other shows I've watched, well, not all of them, but like a lot of them have been dark romances and black flags and stuff. Like, be so for real. Like, be so for real. Not a lot of them. Well, yeah, not a lot of them. I feel like most of them have been like light romances. Kind of in the middle somewhere. It's really been like orange flags. But anyway, yeah, Doing With You is basically there's this, how do I explain it? So one day Dawn goes to this freshman night for freshmen or whatever and sees Shin singing and all that, and Shreddy's like, I fall in love, this is the one, blah blah blah, la la chi pie or whatever, and that means he's really cute. Anyway, and he's like, oh my gosh, this is the one, he's the one, blah blah blah, whatever. And so after that, mind you, they're at different parts of the university. I think they're at the same university. Yeah, most likely. Just different parts because Doong does like art and painting major, whatever. And then Shin does like music major, jazz, because he loves jazz music and all that. But anyway, Doong and his friends, Pipe and P. Jamie, or whatever, they devise a plan to win Shin's heart. And by they, I mean specifically Doong. His brother just helping him. But yeah. And so Doong is doing his all. Doong is doing everything. And Shin is like, be so for real. Or whatever. But it eventually works, obviously. So, yeah, bro. That show was so good. When I tell you the show was so good, it's so good. When I tell you the show is good. Okay, anyway. Number 3. The Next Prince. The Next Prince is a royalty modern type BL because it's like, obviously the next prince, he's a prince. But the thing is, he doesn't know he's a prince yet. He's literally lived in London. Is it London? Some place in America his whole life. And now suddenly he found out he's a prince and stuff. And then he has to go to, what's the land called? I forgot what the land is called. I just remember the royal family's name. Emily, that's what the country is called. It's called Emily. Emilians and Wattins and Darwins and I forgot the other family's names. But yeah, I know he's a prince and stuff, and so now he has to live this prince life, do these princely competitions, because like all the princes of all the families compete to, and whoever wins, their father becomes the next king. Which is interesting. But anyway, the prince gets with the royal bodyguard, you know, and yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna love that show. Yeah. Bro, there was a lot of unexpected English, especially in the first episode. But even as the episodes went by, they were still speaking English, and I was like, wow. Okay. And then, because the main character, the prince or whatever, Shadi was really flexing. Shadi was speaking so many different languages. I don't know if that was just for the episode or Shadi actually knows that many languages. But yeah, speaking a whole bunch of languages, playing the piano, singing real good. What else? Oh, I heard they actually learned archery for the show, which is, wow, impressive. Yeah. Number 4, Kim Jura. Kim Jura is a dark romance BL. Because it has like a whole bunch of ghosts and spirits and stuff like that. But there's also romance, obviously, because it's a BL. So basically, Kim Jura is in the line of a whole bunch of cursed people, family, whatever, who's doomed to die a tragic, unnatural death before they're 21. And why? Because this lady cursed them or whatever. Well, to be fair, she had a good reason to. But then again, well, dang. But yeah, so it's the cursed, so Kim Jura, and then the shaman, what was his name? Kim and, dang, I forgot his name. I can't remember it. But yeah, and they started liking each other, blah, blah, blah. They also had like a past life together where they were separated, obviously because Shadi's cursed. So I think the guys, they died that death or whatever, and then the women, think they die before they find love or something like that, and get like sick or whatever, something like that. But yeah, that's a good show too. And the second couple, y'all be sleeping on the second couple. The second couple was second coupling. The second couple was first coupling. Okay, because tell me why the second couple yeeted before the first couple. What? That scene though, that scene. Y'all be sleeping on that scene. Y'all be sleeping on episode. What episode was that? Okay, not too much on the spoilers. I'm basically spoiling the whole thing, but yeah. Number 5 is Ken Porsche. Ken Porsche was literally my first BL. Starting it off with dark romance, are we? Yes, we were. Ken Porsche he's in the mafia, yeah. And Porsche is a bartender, an underground fighter, blah, 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 known as the Phoenix and stuff. And basically Ken was like, oh, I want you to be my bodyguard, Porsche. And the Porsche's like, I ain't doing that. Be so for real. Nah. And then Ken leaves him no option too. Cause like Porsche wants to take care of his little brother and stuff. And Ken is providing money and place and all that. Along with being his bodyguard. He had to train for all that. And that's like life or death. He had to protect Ken and his family and stuff. So, but anyway, yeah. And they slowly start, bruh. Ken started off as a red flag. Kinda. Episode 4? That's all I gotta say. Anyway. It was a rocky start. Saying a rocky start for a dark romance is crazy. But yeah, it was a rocky start. But yeah, Ken Porsche it was a good BL though. Yeah, the comedy, I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack the same as, anyway, I like I feel like all of these BLs, I like the sound effects and the actual songs in it too, in different versions of the song. Cause you know how they have different versions of the OST, they have it like violin version, piano version, upbeat, do version or whatever, and they have like the regular version and stuff. And the instrumental. Don't forget the instrumental. Y'all be sleeping on the instrumental for OSTs, for real. But yeah, King Porsche was a good show. I was literally rewatching it. Wow, I was watching a reaction video and then rewatching it. Same thing. Number 6, The Boy Next World. The Boy Next World? Bruh. The Boy Next World. The Boy Next World. Same characters as the people from Up in the Air. But basically, what were their names? The Boy Next World. Oh, Pooh and I forgot the other guy's name. Anyway, Pooh is like super superstitious and stuff. Has lucky undies for every day of the week. And thinks bad stuff happens if he doesn't wear the lucky undies and all that and stuff. And the other guy makes Pooh believe that he's from a different universe and all that. And they were in love in that universe. And so Pooh was like, huh? What the heck? I don't know if I believe you, but then if I don't believe you, then that means I'm saying that you're crazy and stuff, and I don't want to say that, blah, blah, blah. And so him and Pooh were just trying to win Pooh over and all that. And it obviously worked. But then Pooh finds out that he was capping. He was just saying that to say that. And really, the guy liked him since like high school, whatever. Just didn't have the guts to say it. He waited till college, like, be so for real. But yeah, The Boy Next World is really good. The theme song, yes, I love that theme song. That theme song gives me a... I know you think that you love me, but you ain't even seen my dog. Let me not say that on camera. But yeah, I love that theme song. It just does something to my ears. Oh my gosh. It just does. Anyway, I was gonna make this longer, but I don't know. Should I keep continuing? Fine, well, we'll continue. Century of Love. Century of Love was basically, okay, this guy or whatever, Shadi's Lily from like 100 years ago, whatever. But basically, he falls in love with this woman or whatever, but then she get got by the other guy who liked her because he accidentally shot her instead of him because she went in the way of the guy. But anyway, so he's like, please, please, heavens, please, whatever, let me meet her again. And then he gets this stone or whatever. So basically, that lets him live for another 100 years till he finds her again. Like her soul goes to someone else, someone other's body. Anyway, they find each other again. And so, but this time, when they find each other, she's not a woman. She's a guy. Her spirit is a guy. Anyway, that's crazy. But yeah, obviously it's a BL. But yeah. And he got to come to terms with that. He's like, that's not natural. Two guys, blah, blah, blah. But eventually he does, obviously. It's a BL, obviously. But Since Your Love was real good. Like, and that was I'm on the third show that the main couple is in. Because I watched Love in Translation, I watched Century of Love, and now I'm watching, what is it called? What is it called? I forgot. But yeah, okay. ABO Desire. ABO Desire is the first Omegaverse show, like officially like ever. I'm surprised China did it, but they did. Of course, there's a lot of censorship and stuff. I know there was a lot of scenes that they deleted and stuff. But, yeah. Hold on, I need to pause. Okay, I'm back. What was I talking about? ABO Desire. Was I talking about ABO Desire? Yeah, ABO Desire. The world's first Omegaverse series. So, based in China, we have the Enigma, who pretends to be an Omega. We have the Omega, who pretends to be a Beta. And then we have the two S-tier alphas, which is like the most top rank of an alpha and stuff. And so we have the main couple, which is one of the S-class alphas, and one of the Enigma, which is pretending to be an Omega, whatever. And basically the alpha, whatever, he's like, I don't believe in Enigma. Because at this point, it's just like a theory or whatever. The doctors assume, it's not really proven or whatever, that there's about like six, seven enigmas in the world, but the alpha doesn't even, like Xiaoyo, that's his name, Xiaoyo doesn't even believe in enigmas and stuff. Cause Xiaoyo is like all his alpha ego, he's like, no, I'm top of the food chain, I'm the top of the chain, okay? I'm the top of all the top, okay? But the enigma's like the top of all alphas, like, enigma's just the top. Simple as that. But yeah. Bruh. Nah, cause Hwayoung, which is a Enigma, Hwayoung be putting Xiaoyo through it, bruh. Every single episode, pretending to be an Omega, and then those few moments where he like changes his expression to like Enigma expression, I'm like, bruh. Cause the thing is, how you gonna act so good? Like, and that's like me talking about acting in the show and also in like real life, how the actor actually acts really good and also acting in the show. I don't want to explain that. But yeah, like the actor acts really good. And then the character acts really good in the show. And like, I know I'm getting fooled, but like, I'm still getting fooled. Like, I know Shadi is fooling like the alpha that he's an Omega and stuff. And I know that. And I'm still getting fooled along with it. I'm like, how? You're so good at acting. Like, what the heck? What? But yeah. The second couple, the Beta, which is really an Omega, and the other alpha, Shin Wulong and Gao Tu. Gao Tu is the Omega. But yeah, basically they've been best friends for like 10 years or whatever, since like high school and stuff. Well, I wouldn't say best friends, but yeah. So basically Gao Tu's been in love with Shin Wulong for like 10 years or whatever. It's probably Shin Wulong too, but anyway, Shin Wulong has a whole history with Omegas and why he doesn't like them. But anyway, Gao Tu went through it in this show. And that's why I'm glad that they're going to have another Omegaverse. Not them, it's going to be a Thai Omegaverse. That comes out June 30th, the first episode. Not the series. Yes, finally another Omegaverse series. I've been waiting. It's been too long since the last one. Actually, it hasn't even been that long. Because the ABO Desire finished coming out in like last year. Now we're going to have another one. So I'd say been a year since the last one came out or something. But yeah, ABO Desire. You need to watch that Omegaverse because why not? And it's so good. Yeah. And you know what Omegaverse implies? Anyway. Yeah. Okay, let's go on the 9th one. I think this is gonna be the last one for this video. What if I make a part 2? I might make a part 2. I don't know. Anyway, revamp is just like in the name, vampire. Vampire. So basically, this vampire was he cursed? I mean, kind of. Basically, Shotty got stuck in a painting and has resided in there for a while, actually. For a while. Has it been 100 years? I forgot how long it was. It's been a while since I watched the show. But basically, Shotty's stuck in a painting, and this guy who, like, not revives, like, puts stuff back together. I don't know how to say it. What's the right term? What is the right English word? This guy who repairs, that's the word, repairs stuff, paintings and all that and stuff. Yeah, like this whole, like, antique shop or whatever. It's like, okay, I'll fix the painting because the painting got slashed and stuff by some haters or whatever, I don't know. So he decides to fix the painting and all that. But then he gets pulled into the painting with the vampire, and suddenly, I don't want to spoil too much. And then suddenly, he's looking at the vampire and all that and stuff, touching his necklace, and then randomly said his name, and the vampire awoke him. So he's like, "Who art thou? It's you! Who art thou? Who art thou? Doesn't mean who are you." Old English. Anyway, yeah. And basically they went back into the regular life, which is out of the painting and stuff. And the art repairer is just taking care of the vampire and stuff and all that. And I don't really know how to explain the show that much. But that's basically, oh right, but really the art repairer is a vampire hunter. Yeah. And oh yeah, and basically the one who put the vampire in the painting was like, the one who frees you is like your soulmate or whatever and all that. Bruh. The acting? Bruh. I feel like my favorite characters were Hun? I think that's his name, of the vampire, of the art repair guy. And then also, I forgot the other guy's name, but his name in real life is like Barcode. That was some good acting too. That was like my favorite character. Shotty did not like Pun at all. He was like, Shotty's a human, blah blah blah. You can't trust them. Humans can't be trusted, blah 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 blah. Shotty's mad. He ain't the vampire's favorite no more. But anyway, yeah, that was a good show. So those are 9 BLs that I finished. And what did I name it? Those are 9 BLs that I finished and can't stop thinking about. So, yeah. The thing is, there's a lot of BLs that I finished, but there's more BLs that I've started and haven't finished. Like, I actually have a problem, because what do you mean? I get to the last 2 episodes and then just start a new show. Like, what? But at least all of these I have finished. But yeah, I'll see you in part 2, because there's still more shows that I finished, so I'm gonna make a part 2. But anyway, see you in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and bye.